I'm going to discuss on a question of the poem Farewell to Barn and Stack and Tree by A.E. Housman. So the question is, the poem Farewell to Barn and Stack and Tree shows how swift decision can change your lives. So the poem Farewell to Barn and Stack and Tree begins with an abrupt and an unexpected opening without giving a clue to the reader, which is one of the features of a ballad. So at the beginning of the first stanza, the speaker bids farewell from inanimate objects such as barn, stack, and tree, as well as from his intimate friend Terence. The farewell of the speaker emphasizes his departure as well as his hesitation. In the second stanza, the reader can understand that a crime has been done, and that crime was done by the speaker, as he says that Morris, the person who was killed, still lies among the hay, and the speaker's knife is still in his height. As well, the poet explains how the blood is dried with the heat of the sun, which creates the effect of death and kill. As well, the second stanza indicates the speaker's farm of a life as well as his guilty consciousness. Then the speaker explains how is his mother going to be helpless and hopeless for the rest of her life, as the speaker has killed his own brother due to sudden impulse, sudden anger, and swift decisions. So the speaker has to hide himself from law as well as from the society, as he is not in a position of coming back home after doing the sin of killing his own brother. So the mother will lose both of her sons, and she will be helpless for the rest of her life. But the speaker is worried about his mother too, even though he killed his own brother due to sudden impulse and sudden anger and his quick decisions. The speaker is guilty, and he is disappointed for what he had done, even though he can't recover the things he had done. Even he curses his own hands as guilty hands, and he waves goodbye to his intimate friend Terence with his bloody hands, as he says, and here's a bloody hand to shake, and oh man, here's goodbye. The speaker is still contented with his farm of a life, but he won't be able to come back to his old life again. As well, the society won't recognize him as a farmer anymore, but they will recognize him as a criminal. As well, his mother will be labeled as a mother of a criminal too. So, even though the speaker regrets and hesitates about what he had done, he won't be able to come back to his good old life. He curses his own hands as bloody hands, but he is unable to recover the things he had done. He has dragged his life, his brother's life, and his mother's life to a dark place where anyone won't be happy, but helpless and hopeless. But the speaker is unable to undo the things he had done, as all he could do is to suffer and regret. Even though he tries to forget the things he had done, his conscience will follow him and remind him what he had done. Regretting, being worried, and cursing his own hands won't do anything to recover him, but the speaker will have to regret for the rest of his life. His sudden impulse, his sudden anger, his swift decisions had made his life uncertain and hopeless with no purpose. And his swift decisions had dragged himself, the lives of his mother and brother, to a dark place where everyone is helpless and without any purpose. In the last stanza, the speaker explains how the rick, how the fold, and how the empty plates will be waiting for him, because he won't be able to come back to his home after doing the sin of killing his own brother. The poet has used the technique anaphora to create the effect of hesitation, regretting feelings, and guilty consciousness of the speaker. But it's crystal clear that the speaker won't recover and get away from the guilty feelings. He is worried to leave his farm of a life, but he is already labeled as a criminal in the society. These above lines indicates the departure of the speaker as well as the hesitation of the speaker. Even though the rick fold will wait for him, he won't be able to come back to his good old life. The empty plates suggests his uncertain life and future. He had done a crime due to his sudden impulse, sudden anger, and swift decisions. So at the end, people suffer from what he had done, and his swift decisions had changed his life, not only his life but also the mother's and brother's lives.